Well, welcome to Alan's Day. I've got a project going on, and it all started with my wife Jean said that we need a new door handle. Well, the new door handle turned into, let's get a new door. And then that turned in, well, we need a screen door too. So I'm at Menards. It's it's second week in December, and we should be have snow up to our ass and cold out there. We're actually going to have a very nice weekend. So I am at Menards getting supplies for this weekend's project here, and it's going to start with a door. So I printed off all the things that I'm after. So let me get down there and go check and see what they are for doors. The door that I have in there, I swear I just put the damn thing in there. But that's I think probably 35 plus years ago. And well, I guess it's time for a new one. Well, I know I'm in the door section here. Now I just have to find this one. Maybe I'll find somebody that'll help me out here. See you guys in a little bit once I start loading stuff up. Well, we made it out of Menards. A little expensive, but I got a good door, got a good screen door. Now, got to crawl around back and go get it. I got a cart full here. And don't let my wife see the Dots pretzels. They had them on sale. I couldn't pass that up. So wherever I got the little truck and the trailer, we'll get that loaded up and go. But Menards, good place to go. Missed 11% sale, but I guess I just got to deal with it. And we made it to the truck and the trailer. This trailer, this is had it probably about 15 years. I've ordered it extra tall so I could stand up in there. Did some upgrades to it. Well, as normal, beefed up the hitch and a few other things in there. But so far, this trailer has got a few miles on there. Still the original bearings. And hubs on there, I think. But yeah, this thing's been all the way from Texas to Miami to all different parts of the country quite a few times, so pretty handy trailer. Well, let me get all these goodies loaded up into here, go around back and get the door. Well, I'm in the backyard at Menards. They put the door and the screen door look back on a cart, so that's going to save me a little bit of screwing around, so I don't have to drive it through the checkout counter. Now, what do we got here? Order pickup. That must be me right here. Order pickup. And we're right in there. See if I can find somebody to give me a hand. All loaded up and to go home and start ripping on this thing and putting it in. There, it fit right nice in there. Strapped to the side, got a bunch of extra ties in there. Good to go. Get her locked up. And we're off. Well, this is the project. That door has got to go. Like I said before, there's got to be at least 35 years on it ago that I put this in when I was a kid. And it's time to go It's a little dinged up right here. The seals don't fit anymore. Screen door is about the same vintage on here. The whole bottom is rotting out on there. Let me get the trailer unloaded and we'll get this process started. At least I'll get it unloaded tonight. Don't know how far I'm gonna get. Still gotta go out and help Jean with the chores out there. She doesn't need my help, but I pretend I help. One door on the porch. Here's what I ended up getting. It's a brown door. I don't know how color coordinated I'm going to be here, but we'll see what it looks like. Still got to get the screen door in, and I'll get the old screen door off. Sort of got distracted from putting that front door in. Well, it's dark out anyways, but that's my main mission, is getting that front door in. But what I've got going on here now is upgrading the shop lights. The old bulbs, I don't know if it shows up on here, but those are probably about 12 years old, those fixtures and bulbs in there. And they're just the standard fluorescent lights. They've got new upgraded LEDs that fit right in its spot there. So that's the mission, is start switching out some of these lights in here. And just looking at the old lights, they are a 35 watt bulb compared to the new LED lights. Those are a 14 watts. So they suck a little less power. They take a little less power in there. I don't know if you can see that. But the big difference is it's a cleaner, whiter light. And psychologically, for me to get out and do some of this stuff in the wintertime, I need the daylight equivalent in the garage here. So they're 5,000 or 65,000 Kelvin lights. Well, that's my mission. Let me grab a handful of bulbs and I'll get up there and start changing them. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward changing these out. First of all, you need a ladder or a lift to reach it. And I opted for the ladder on this one here. Too much of a pain in the ass to get a lift dragged over here from the shop. So, well, let me get up there and start changing bulbs. Now to put these in there, they've got a little, two little prongs on the end right there. You've got to get those lined up in the slot, which is right there. And then you twist it 90 degrees, but you got to be very careful that they're in the slot correctly, or you're going to wreck the fixture and you're going to wreck the bulb on there. So, yes, it's a pretty straightforward job, but you got to give it a little finesse so nothing bad happens here. So one more bulb and we're got this fixture done. One fixture down, or two fixtures down, and we've probably got about 30 more to go. They're all not going to get done tonight. I'm just going to change them out a little time because those LED bulbs, they get a little pricey. So that was my little diversion from the door here. I'll just keep pegging away and catch you guys tomorrow morning, which will be Saturday. And I'll get a fresh start on that door and get that in. Let the day begin. Saturday morning, time to get the new door, put in the house and it served its purpose. Time to get a new one in there. Yeah, so it is middle of December, and we got rain out there instead of snow and freezing. So I better take advantage of the weather and get this thing in there. Yeah, last weekend I was up in Crystal Falls, Michigan, putting a patio door in for my mom. One door out. What came out really easy. One door coming out. Still at it. Got to cut that top frame off of there. Got everything cleaned out of here. One good thing is I've got a good solid base to work on there, because that's a 6x6 timber that dropped down in there. It goes down to the foundation, so I think that'll hold. I saved some whole sawzalling. Just pulled it off, she broke all together. So let me get up there and get that cleaned up and see if that door fits. Well, I've got it out. Now I got to figure out how to frame all this back in here. Yeah, these older houses, they're a challenge. Yeah, this house was built in the late 1800s. So yeah, this is all the square cut, the real 2x4s. It measures a true 2x4 there. So, well, let me set this thing down and start doing some measuring and thinking, and bring you back when I got this thing all framed in, ready for the door. Making progress. Got a piece of 1/2-inch MDO caulked and screwed down. Now I got another board to put over the top here. We got the door in there. Just got to get everything lined up a little bit, square it up, do a little work on the bottom, do some trim there, and we're making progress. Yes, finally, we're close to a win. And the sun came out and it quit raining. We're doing good. Still making progress on the door. Next step, piece of flashing down here. Went out to the garage and formed up a piece of sheared and formed a piece of aluminum, and that is going to fit right in here. I'll get that screwed in and caulked, and then onto the top, one step at a time. It's on the door. Got the inside all done and caulked. Needs a little paint yet. Now, time to put the locks on there. I'm going to put a typical handle in the bottom, and then I'm going to put the deadbolt up towards the top here. And what I've got is I've got some stainless steel plates to put on there to reinforce the hole, and then this is also going to cover up the lower deadbolt hole. Well, let me get these out to the garage and we'll chop these down. Get them modified for this one. I will show you what I got going on with this door plate. This is another prototype that just making these up at work, made a batch of these. Still fine tuning them yet. So just took and drew it up in CAD and had the guys burn this out. So this one's for a single lock, and then these two holes are to put a guard on there, which this is, but I'm not using a guard. So we're just going to have an extra hole in there. For me, it's going to work just fine. And then I've got one here just for a deadbolt and then a commercial lock. That's what these little extra two holes are for. And then this is for a single one. Let me modify this one. I'm just going to chop it down right to here, and then this will cover up the lower deadbolt hole on there. Well, let me fire this up. Oh, it's handy having a shear. When I had to make my flashing, I just had to shear it up here, bend it up over there. I got this set in place and I put a mark on the back here. And let me just shear up a couple of these plates here. There we go. One more. Now, I want to make a left and a right. I guess I do. So that'll go there. That'll go there. Okay. Put it to my mark. There we go. That's 16 gauge stainless steel. So it's not going to corrode. Let me round these corners off, and I'll get that lock set in there and get them riveted on, show you what I got. Well, I got the plate set in place here. That stainless steel plate. Also, what this does, it keeps the door from crushing right here, and this part here from moving. So that's another reason to put these on here. The other door that came off of here, this whole end was busted out and wore out on here. And that's why made a prototype and made these. Put on a few of the doors at the shop here. So this is the first residential door that I'm trying to figure out here. Yeah, I got the pop riveter. Got some pop rivets. Let me get this in place and we'll get her going. You can see on the back side, it's also covering up this deadbolt hole in here. I'm going to put some insulation in there, a little bit of caulk, and get a plate on this side of the door too. Got a lock in there and we'll be all set. Get ready to put the lock in. A couple of things that I do is I take this DAP Alexander Plus here, and I take and I smear it on the inside just to put a real nice coat in here. And what that'll do is it'll just sort of seal up the wood there a little bit. Otherwise, it seems like every time you pull one of these doors apart, that wood looks like it just keeps deteriorating in there. So I put a little bit of that in there, chiseled this out, put a little of that Alexander Plus in there, and I'll put just a couple of dabs of that Alexander Plus on the side of the lock here. Not enough to cause problems getting it out of there, but enough to keep it from vibrating, because that's what the big killer is on these doors here, is all this stuff moving around. Put a little on there, and I get a longer screw than what comes in the package. I got a little Torx head screw here, and I will do the same thing on this striker plate here. I will take and put a little Alexander Plus caulking behind there, some longer screws, and we'll be good for another 40 years. And don't forget to oil the parts of your door handle you're putting in there, because it's going to be a while before anybody gets to it. So just a light household oil, little transmission fluid, my little squirt can, just a little something in there to get her going. So now I'll get this thing put in. And it's dark out there. Well, good morning everybody. Still working on that door project for the house. Out in the garage this morning, figuring out how to get this lock put onto with these plates. I didn't like where the original lock was sitting on the door, so we did a few upgrades on there. We took and blocked off the lower deadbolt hole, and we're going to raise it up, put it at a height so I don't have to bend over looking at the damn thing. So this is the gadget here, outside, inside. Looks like that's going to fit into this hole here, and pretty straightforward. Let me cut this bracket off, take a look. Probably got to read the instructions on here, see what happens. So I'll get that prepped, cut, brought back up to the house, and get that put in. It's good exercise walking back from the garage to the house. The upper deadbolt hole is in there. Put the plate on there, drill the hole through it. Got everything. Now I just got to start assembling it. And I still got to put a hole in that side of the door there to accept it yet, but I had to use the big Milwaukee here for putting all the holes in there. I don't know how the heck did this years ago without all these Milwaukee tools. I got Milwaukee tools up to my frickin' knees over here on this project, and when I did this, I think it was closer to 40 years ago, not 30. Put the door in. I had a Black & Decker 3/8 drill, a saw, and a hammer. And this day and age, unless you got $5,000 worth of Milwaukee tools, it seems like you can't even function. So let me finish putting this thing together. Same old, put a little bit of caulk in here, the Alexander Plus, caulked everything up so it's all sealed. Put a little bit of oil on the mechanics on it, and ready to put the lock in. Batteries in here, and put a little bit of dielectric grease. You don't need a lot, but just put it on the end of the battery. That'll hopefully keep it from corroding out if these things are in here for a couple of years. Now, put it in the door. Well, thanks for sticking with me on this door adventure. Put the screen door on. Video was getting a little long, so I didn't want to show you all the do's and don'ts on screen doors. But this is what I came up with. I got a good Larson door on here. I got all the lock mechanism in there. Got some fancy lock I got to figure out and read the instructions on that thing yet. Got it all flashed on the bottom, and I think it's gonna work. A few more tools to pick up and clean up, but overall I'm happy. Thanks for sticking around. Thank you for watching Alan's Day. Life is about making choices. Some things are already perfect. Some things you may choose to upgrade. This channel will show you both. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks again.